So these are just really off the cuff questions. But since I'm so new, I never used my personal Facebook group
Hmm.
for the business ever. So I'm just starting, I'm still wrapping my brain around it.
Okay.
So I've been posting in there, my personal stuff, like my travels and just
Okay.
all that. And so now it seems like my personal page will be mostly marketing. How can I like include some of my travel things that I still do with marketing? Or does that just seems like there's no place for that now if I'm just going to do these
Mhm.
tasks 3 times a week in my
Yeah.
personal group? Does that make
Well,
sense? Or,
yeah, don't worry, I got you. I'm not gonna lose you. Don't worry.
I mean,
That's ultimately what you're saying. It's like, where does all my personal stuff go? Am I losing that? Am I eating that? Am I going just talking about this other thing? What about I'm a more than just this thing? And our Facebook pages are expressions of that. So here's the way we would do the schedule. There's the posting calendar. And so what page, we have our proof of work posts, there are hand raisers. Those are the work ones. And then once a week, I would do a personal post. That's where the travel stuff and like the well-rounded person goes. One of the things that my coach was talking about, Angela will attest to this because she was with me last week, but that just the idea that people also buying into your way of life, not just your knowledge. So people, part of online branding is actually not just what you know, but who you are. It's a big difference. And so the things that you value, and then there's like stuff, but there's also just the more people know about you, the more opportunity they have to trust you. And so one of like the science of influence concepts is if we have at least one thing in common, we'll see an increase in yes percentages. And it doesn't have to be related to the work. So the research on this was like, I like potato chips, you like potato chips unrelated. And then they came to a more successful negotiation. It was like a 50% increase. So the personal posts do that. To travel, I like to travel. Now I'm paying attention.
I got it. You can use the personal post week to do what you want to do as far
Yeah.
as that. Okay, great. And you don't necessarily have to align it with your marketing strategy either.
No, on the personal page, this is the marketing strategy.
Okay, got
There
it.
is a
Okay,
personal post. There's a home for the personal post.
great. Okay, that's beautiful. And then one last thing I was going to ask you, I'm having a really hard time. This is my biggest struggle is to is to doing my video and getting it out there. Now, I'm primarily just very I don't know. And then hard for me because then I think, well, I know I need to do or I want to do this, and then I don't, and it's just aching. And then I kind of go down the rabbit hole because I just go, why can't I do this? This I know
Save
it's
me.
silly.
Save
I know it's
me.
silly. I know. I know. I just need to do it. I know. I don't think there's anything you can really tell me other than you just got to do it.
I can tell you more than that, a little bit more than that. So you guys can relate to this. So a few of you, the first thing that I would say is if you're a beginner, so this is a James Clear model. Beginners focus on execution, just doing it. Idiots focus on strategy, and experts focus on mindset. Mindset isn't going to solve the problem, but you do need to be in a somewhat normal, like not psychotic mental state to do a video. Let's agree that the only way out is through. To do bad videos before you do good videos. Good news is no one's seeing your stuff anyway. So I'm sort of like, pick a side. Are you mad they're not seeing your stuff? Are you sure you want them to see your stuff when you're in the beginning? I would look at the next 90 days with how can I positive impact on humans, target market, not how can I do video. Are really motivated by things. Does this make the world a better place? Autonomy, independence. I want to do things the way I want to do them and on my terms. And the third is, right? I want to get better and better and better at things. Now, a lot of times what happens is we put our brains in a vice when we come into a coaching program when we're new, because we actually set down purpose, autonomy, and mastery, and then we try to
Mm.
grind through it. My question for you first, Tammy, because I want to unlock some of this motivation. Fighting against yourself right now. Am I hearing that? Let's remove some friction. So the first question for you is, if you were to make a video, how does that make a world a better place?
Well, it gives people some information and some feel like they're not alone.
Okay, great. How do you want to make videos? Forget about my templates. What videos do you think would be cool to put out there that you think that people would enjoy?
Tips on being able to, well, tips on not feeling alone in their process of menopause and to deal with hot flashes, emotional tips, which is what I have been doing for years, writing for the videos. So I've been doing it for years in my Facebook group, writing, but never the videos. So,
Okay,
and self-care, a lot of self-care. A lot of people like to know about self-care
great.
and that kind of stuff.
Okay, great. So make the videos that you want to make for that you think would be cool. And then the third thing is mastery. So what does mastery look like for you?
Three, I'm not really like thinking about it too much, I
Okay,
guess.
so
And I'm
you
doing
can't
it.
skip. So I'm going to draw this for you. Just going to put it in the chat. Easier. Okay. So skill level 0 is never done it. Level 1 is try it and stink. Level 2 is I get results. And skill level 3 is I'm a rock star with strength. Now, it would be fair to say that you're trying to skip from 0 to 3. Okay. Is that possible, friends? So how would you rate yourself right now when it comes to video?
Rate
Yeah,
myself like
on
I'm
this
from a 1 to
0. It's 0. So look in your
0. Yeah.
How
Hmm.
would you rate? What would you give yourself?
Now it's a 0 for sure.
Okay, so then what's the goal? The next step for mastery? 1. Okay, so
What?
your
Try
goal
it.
next is to try it and stink. You are good at your videos, Tammy. God help you, I'm going to be so mad. Not the assignment. Assignment is to try it and stink.
I've done a couple of those already, but I haven't posted those. So, all right. I love that. I love that, Tasha.
We have to move. We cannot skip the process. We just can't. We want to because we're old and we're like, I already did the child thing. I already did the learning. I already did that when I was young, and we don't like it because we're like, I just want to be good at everything right out of the gate. But we know that isn't how it works. To me, this is our egos. Those are not respecting the process.
Well said.
It's unfair to everyone who has crossed over the skill gap to be like, I should be able to pick it up on the first video. In respecting the process, we need to respect the 0 to 1 to 2 to 3. Now, I had never done short form content. Every thing I do is so many words. I am right in the try it and stink with you when it comes to reels. God help me trying to make 60 to 90 seconds of anything. I've quit more times in the past 10 years than I care to admit. I have to go through try it and stink, and I don't want to sit in the 0 because I don't want to go through try it and stink. My ego can't handle it. Through try it and stink. We don't want to, we avoid it, so we stop. And so that's where I would say your goal is to try it and stink.
It's getting out of the comfort zone and letting go of my perfectionism too, I think. Sure.
Well, your 1 is on the way to where you want to go. It's not letting go of it.
Okay.
It's not
So just,
perfectionism you're seeking. Is what you're seeking is excellence. With you guys
oh,
seeking excellence, but you cannot get to excellence without the beginning. No one who is excellent at anything have to go through the stage 1. Hack it a little bit through coaching, templates, but there's still a try it and stink element. You could follow my template exactly and still have a bad video or a pep talk. You can do everything we tell you to do and still be bad.
that was really good. I'm glad I shared that because it takes the power away a little bit, when you don't feel so alone.
Yeah,
And that was really that talk. Thank you.
you're welcome. Angela.